Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is actually courtesy of a viewer. So we actually got to meet up with two of the viewers on the channel, shout out to you guys, and got to hang out in the city. So it was hard. It's hard to like try to figure out, hey, let's go all the way here and like take a 40-minute subway ride and all this cool stuff. But we thankfully figured out a time to meet up, and thank you so much. So this is from Grimm, and unfortunately I only have this and another Grimm beer for you guys. Again, busy. I did check luggage, but like find time to like buy cans. You have to buy 4-packs unless you go to a bottle shop, buy single. I'm sorry. I tried to make the best out of my trip, but this is Grimm Weisse. Grimm Weisse. Hefeweizen. So double concocted mash can conditioned wheat ale 5.5. I think I got to try this at the brewery. Pretty sure I did. And let's see how Grimm does with Grimm style Weisse beer. Ooh. Wow, pretty nice. So one thing about Grimm is they're alchemists of all kinds of stuff. You know, obviously hazy IPA is what we were introduced to, but then also some mixed fermentation stuff, some saison. They just got GABF silver medal winner for Brett beer, imperial stouts, pastry stouts. Imperial stout, they've actually had medals at GABF for, right? Just straight imperial stout, double negative. So yeah, lovely stuff. So anyway, really fun time. So let's dig into this guy. So the beer is actually quite pale. What the beer comes, I mean, I don't know what it is, but when it comes to US, these traditional Hefeweizen beers are actually quite dark. I know I should probably have it memorized. And 3 to 6 is the SRM range. They never look that light to me. They're always a little bit darker and maybe some oxidation, but this is pale as hell. This looks like a Vit beer or a New England kind of pale ale or something like that. It's got like a nice haze to it, not completely opaque. Again, not that orangey hue that I ever get. It's very pale. I mean, this is on the lightest SRM scale, which would be like hazy, so Vit beer. It looks like Vit beer. Okay, on the aroma. That's Hefeweizen beer, right? It's got this like nice kind of like clovey spice to it. It's got nice kind of like chewy, light breadiness, crackeriness that like tells you wheat. There's that solid kind of, not too bubblegummy, but a little bit of that kind of like banana run thing. Yeah, all the way there. Oh, wow, what else I got on here? Oh yeah, there you go. What does that even say? So they did well at New York State Craft something competition. They scored on this guy. I don't know. Who knows? But okay. So one of the big things when I poured it, big head. One of the things that I don't get in a lot of American producers is that they're not bottle or can conditioned. One of the tricks about Weisse beer is that they're bottle conditioned and they're super high in effervescence and carbonation. They're like up in the range of like bottle conditioned saison, Brett beer, maybe not as high as goose, but like they're very highly carbonated, and that's how you create this beautiful big head. And the texture and the carbonation is so important to that beer. And so when you don't get that, it's, you know, when you're putting it like standard ale volumes of CO2, which is like 2.5 or something like that, it's just not the same experience. You want that beautiful fluffy white head, you want the prickly carbonation, and that's your initial thing you notice. It's got this kind of like spritziness to it. The one thing I will say is that maybe it's the color. Yeah, it doesn't taste as fat as some of the other. I mean, I can't say it's like from the wheat that they're using or whatever. It doesn't taste as golden. But I think that could just be the ester profile here. It doesn't have this like fat cooked banana thing. It has more of this kind of like, honestly, it tastes a little bit more like a Vit beer. Because Vit beers do have this kind of yeast character. They are phenolic positive yeasts that have this kind of estery banana thing. You'll get them, but it doesn't have the kind of like tartness of like lemon peel, or sorry, orange peel, or the floral coriander notes. So sort of like a naked Vit beer, if that makes any sense. Yeah, a lot of times I get a little bit more fat and chew. It almost has a light tartness to it, which is very confusing. Because these beers end up like impression-wise, like slightly sweet because of that kind of like big, rich, bubblegummy, cooked banana, banana runt thing. They're candy-like, and they're creamy. This is like less creamy. It's like a little bit more tart, and then it generally has that kind of like still, you know, banana profile, a little bit of clove spice. So it's actually quite tasty. It's actually very tasty, yeah. So where do I put it? It's very tasty beer. If you want to blend the crispness of a wit beer, Belgian wit beer, without the orange peel clove addition, and then if you want the same kind of like familiar German Weisse beer kind of characteristics, you're going to get somewhere there. So very strange beer, very strange beer. But it's terribly refreshing. And for 5.5, it honestly drinks slightly lower than that because, again, I get this like light acidity to it. Like not actual acidity. It's like a light tartness. It's something there that's like just sitting a little bit, to me, lower pH than what I'm used to. And again, it doesn't have to be the water or anything going on. It's the impression maybe. So the impression seems like it has a little bit more tartness to it. The factors of that are, you know, science of brewing. So very tasty stuff. Now I drink it more. It has like kind of vanilla note to it, which is, I think, one of the oxidized characteristics of the esters and phenols that you get from brewing of Weisse beer. But this is very fresh. It's 9.1, literally canned a few weeks ago. So, but that comes with the weight of the beer. Like I sometimes get the vanilla note from the yeast. So not an age thing. Very tasty. Let's go with a solid 91. This is Grimm's Weisse. Fantastic stuff. Fun time. Got more beers for you guys and more stories. This actually, you guys will see in your content either before or after this video. I can't promise anything. Until next time, guys.